It's the 5th of April 2020. I'm Andrew Malcolm, and I want to share a 5-minute message with you about worry. In these times, we can't help but worry. It comes on us like floods at times. I spoke last time about fear, but worry is something different. Worry is about the future. Worry is about tomorrow. And it's very uncertain at the moment. All through this week, I've had such a worrying week with so much work to do, so many things to overcome, so many staff to coordinate. The worry has come in like floods over me at times, but I've then looked to the Word. And that's what I want to do with you today. Just quickly look at what worry does. It saps our energy, it saps our joy. It's something that really puts a big shadow over something that's not as big as it should be. It makes the shadow bigger. It causes fatigue, tiredness, frustration, anger, resentment. But none of these are the fruits of the Spirit. We should be putting the fruits of the Spirit into action. We should have the Spirit in our heart. It's easy to say. What does Jesus say about all this? And I'll read from the Word. Don't be worried and upset. Trust in God. Trust also in me, Jesus says. But that's, as I say, easy to say trust in God, but how do you trust and not worry? Again, in the Word, it gives us the answer. Jesus says in Matthew 11:28-30, take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart. You will find rest for your souls, for your soul. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. It doesn't say do nothing. It doesn't say stay and watch Netflix and listen to music and relax and just do nothing. There is actually an action in there, and that is take my yoke upon you. You can't take Jesus' yoke if you're still carrying that yoke, that big heavy weight of worry and concern. So first you've got to take off that yoke. Easy to say, hard to do. Again, let's look to his word. In Proverbs, so we're going back to the Old Testament for some teaching. Anxiety in a man's heart weighs him down, but a good word makes him glad. So perhaps there's a message there, a good word. Maybe you can speak a good word to someone else, lift their spirit. Maybe you can look to the good word and lift your spirit. It goes on to say in 1 Peter, where Paul is talking about Jesus, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Again, you're telling me to cast off my yoke. But how do I get rid of that worry? That's trying to take it off. But we need to actually then put on that yoke of Jesus. We need to put on that yoke. When we say cast our anxieties on him, there are some ways you can do that. You can write down your issues. You can speak them out to someone else. You can share them with others, because we are, as Scripture tells us, his hands and his feet. Philippians puts it this way: don't be anxious about anything, but in everything, prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, give your requests to God. So don't just say, take it, God, and do nothing, but do something. So there's an action. In everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. So give thanks to God for the things in your life. Give thanks for the things that you're starting to be anxious about, how you've had them in the past, and put them at his feet with prayer and supplication. Let it be known to him. I've got an example of that John 4:1-7, where it says trust in God and trust in Jesus, where you need to give him that worry and that concern. But also not just give it, but listen. Trust what he tells you to do. Take action. We had work yesterday was just frantic. We were in all different directions, doing all different things. And I had an appointment in Otaki, just up the road, little town, and I needed staff there before me and after me to make the function work. And during this lockdown, it's quite hard. We travel in one bubble, one vehicle. I was in one and they were in the other, so they could be there before me to set up. And we were using our electric car because 2 of our other vehicles are out of action and can't be fixed. What a time this is. Anyway, when we were at Otaki, I said to one of my staff, in our electric vehicle, I said, have you got enough charge to get back? I just felt the Lord say, ask the question. And my staff member said, oh, no, it's fine. There's plenty there. There is a charge station just down the road. No, we'll be fine. You can guess what happened. It ran out of power about 1 kilometre from home base. If only I had trusted in God, not trusted in what my staff member had told me. So it's trusting in the right source. I'd given my worry to God. He'd given me an answer. I ignored his answer and I listened to someone else. Trust in God. Trust in Jesus. So my shortened takeaway for you today is trust in the right things, the things of the kingdom. Remember, there is still a burden attached, a trust burden. So you need to listen to the right source. There is something you'll have to work at. He gives you a burden, a yoke, but it is light. So don't do nothing. Do what he directs you to do. And stop worrying by getting on and doing what God is telling you to do. I'm Andrew Malcolm. Shalom and stay safe.